Good morning, student. I'm Rose. Today we are in the second session of this chapter 1, diversity. The important points we have already discussed, the meaning of diversity, positive aspect of diversity. Today we are going to discuss the diversity in India and its characteristics, reasons of diversity and unity in diversity. So if we talk about India is a land of diversity. It has various languages, it has various cultures, it has different clothes, different food. Okay, if you talk about India has, if you talk about the religion, India has, what we call, in the world it is 8 different religion is being followed, and in this 8 religion are being followed in India, and there is also a 1600 dialect. That means there are 1600 languages are being spoken in India. So we will go through the characteristics of diversity in India. If you see here, you can see this figure here, that the diversity in India, what are the things that makes the Indian diverse, or we can say make the India as diverse country. Okay, so you can see the first region, the first point is the region. Region is the main characteristics of the diversity. In the India, you can see that the people live in different places. Different, for example, you can see some people live in the mountain area, some people live in the desert, some people live in the coastal area, some people live in the Deccan region. So these are the different regions where people live, and they have their own cultures and traditions which they follow in that region, and they have their own way of speaking. Their way of clothing is also different. Some people live in desert have different clothes, and they wear different languages. So these are one important characteristics, that is the region. Another, if we talk about the religion, as I have told you, in the world the people follow 8 important religions, and this 8 religion is being followed in India. That is, we call the Hinduism, Muslim, we call Islam, then you can Christianity, Jainism, Zoroastrianism. These are the religion which is being followed in India. So by religion, if you talk, there are various festivals is comes under the religion. For example, in Hinduism, there are most important religion festival that it comes, that is the Diwali. We can say Durga Puja. Okay, there are various festivals, or we can say religion festivals is also being celebrated. For example, we can say if you talk about the Christianity celebrate very what we call festivals, religion festivals like Easter, the Christmas. So there are this all religion which is being followed. That shows how much diversity is being present in our India. That is why it is called the unique country of the world. Okay, another there are various festivals also being celebrated in India, that like we call the national festivals, like we call the Independence Day, Republic Day. There are various national festivals are also being celebrated. Now if we talk about the third point, that is the culture. The people of India is follow different culture because they have different traditions. They follow different languages. For example, if you talk about there are different people who follow their own culture. For example, the Gujarat. If you talk about the culture of Gujarat, we can see they wear the clothes of different what we call ghagra choli, the women's wear, and they have their own way of being merged in the society. So they have their own way of interaction with the people. So this is what called the culture. Another is called the caste. So caste is another thing which make the India diverse. Why? Because this India is being divided, or the people of India is being divided into different castes, and this caste is being given from the birth. Okay, so what does this caste do? They have this different castes have different cultures and traditions, and they follow their own way of living. For example, if you talk about the tribal community, they have their own way of cultures and traditions. For example, if you talk about some of the Santal community, or we can say Ho, or we call the Munda dynasty. tribal society or community, or we can say these are the tribal society which live in Jharkhand. Okay, so they have their own way of what we call way of interacting with the people, way of behavior, the way of welcoming the people when they come their house. Okay, so this is what how the people is being divided into castes. There are 4 castes, we can say, Brahman, Kshatriya, then you have Brahman, Kshatriya, then Vaishyas and Shudras. So these are the 4 castes, these are the 4 society. This is how it is divided into 4 castes. Okay. Another, if you talk about the languages, as we said, there are 1600 dialects. That means we can say in the people in our country, it is divided into different states. There are 29 states, and in these 29 states, the people of these states speak different languages. There may be, for example, Hindi. Hindi is a national language. But if you go to the Kerala or the Tamil Nadu, if you talk about the language of Kerala, it is Malayalam. They speak Malayalam. If you go to the Tamil Nadu, they speak the Tamil. If you go to the Orissa, they speak the Oriya. So these are the different languages. If you go to different states, we hear different languages. Another is the food. So food also is one of the important points which make the India diverse. Okay, so food, if you talk about the food, in people of India cook different food, or they make different food. The way of style, or we can say the way of living is different. So the food also is different. For example, if you talk about the what we call Tamil Nadu, they eat idli and dosa. For example, if you talk about the Punjab, they eat roti. So these are the different food it's being followed, or we can say being eaten by different states or different states of the people of India. Another is the cloth. Clothing is also one of the important points which make the India diverse, because the people of our country, they wear different clothes in different states. For example, if you talk about the Gujarat, people of Gujarat wear the, we can say, the women of Gujarat wear the ghagra choli. If you talk about the desert area, or we can say Rajasthan, the men of the people wear a big turban in their head. Yes. Again, if you talk about the people of Kerala, or the women which wear the people of Kerala, they wear the mundu and blouse. So these are the different clothes. These are the different states. When we go from one state to another, they have their own way of clothing. Okay, so these are the most important characteristics of India, which make the India as diverse. Okay. Another, if you talk about another point, that is the reason for diversity. What is the reason for diversity in India? First point, if you talk about the inequality of income. What is the meaning of inequality of income? That means the people of India are not as same as the way they live. Okay, some people are so much rich, some people are so much poor, some people are medium. Okay, so the way of income which they earn in their livelihood is not equal. So this is one reason for the diversity in India. Another, if you talk about the caste system. So as we know, in the earlier days, or we can say in the olden days, if you talk about this people of India is being divided. This people of India has the society, or the people of India is being divided into 4 castes. That is the Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, and the Shudras. And this caste, or we can say this thing, is being given from the birth itself. So which creates the unequal and unscientific social hierarchy. Okay, so this is what this point. This is also one reason for the diversity in India. Another, if you talk about the historical factors, what do you mean by historical factors? So in the olden days, if you talk about, in olden days, people used to travel from one place to another by foot. Yes, but when they get, after some time, what happened, their way of life, or we can say, changed slowly. How it changes? For example, first they used to go by foot from one place to another. After some time, they started to make the caravan. They travel from one place to another with the caravan or the bullock carts, maybe for the work or for the trade purpose. Okay, so after that, if you talk about the modern world, if you see, they use the vehicles now. So the culture or the way of the languages, or we can say the way of culture, sorry, the talking cultures, languages, or the food which they followed in the olden days, and the now which they follow now. So this mixed up, and the new one comes out. When the old and the new things mixed up, the new things comes out. So this is the another thing, which another factor that for the reason of the diversity of India. Another point is the geographical factors. The geographical factors, if you see, the people of India but live in different regions. For example, if you talk about the cold region or the mountain region, or we can say the best example if you talk about the Ladakh. Ladakh is also called the cold desert because there is no much rainfall. Due to that, this land is converted into a barren land. So the people of that region is always being supported by the what we call they doesn't do much agriculture, but they are depend on the livestock, or we can say the domestic animals which they are being kept by the people of that area. So the main important surviving things of in that region is the pashmina wool. Okay, so this wool is being come from the sheep, of the special wool is being found in that region, and this is the best important thing which is being used for the trading purpose, and with that they make the money. And when they when the traders or the merchants go from that way, they exchange with this. Okay, so the main important thing of the Ladakh, if we talk about, it is the silk route which is being formed, or which is being formed nearly in the olden days. For example, in the during the Gupta dynasty, or we can say before that. Okay, so they use this the silk route is being done by when the China people used to produce the silk from the silkworm. So they used to transfer this silk from China from the silk route of Ladakh towards the England. Okay, so that was very special. Okay, so this England was having the trade of silk in between the China and the England. So due to that, what happened? This is the way. This is the benefit of this Ladakh, due to which they make money more. Okay, so whenever these traders or the merchants go through this Silk Road, these people of that Ladakh always exchange this thing from buy in the form of a food, buy in the form of a different things, which make their life, which make them to support their life. Okay, so this is another geographical factor, is the another reason for the diversity of India. So now we are going to discuss the last point, that is the unity in diversity. As we know, we come from different all kinds of background, like we can say region, culture, religion background, which make the India so much interesting and diverse. Why? Because if you, as I have discussed before, that India is a diverse country because it follows different culture, different language, different traditions, different clothes, different food. So due to that, this make the India very much interesting and diverse. As we talk about the term, the unity in diversity, it was first coined by our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru in his book, The Discovery of India. In that, it is saying that diversity in India, or we can say in the unity, in that he says, unity is something, it cannot be imposed from outside, but it is something deeper. Why he is saying that? Why he said that? Because when we were in the freedom struggle, all men and women from different backgrounds and different cultures and tradition came together and came forward to fight against the British rule, because British was thinking that we can divide the India by the diverse, or we can say by the different cultures which are being followed by India. But it didn't fail. What we call it failed because the people of different culture came together to oppose this. Okay, because of that, he says that unity is not what we call, it is not imposed from outside, but it is something deeper. So this is how it unite our country. This is how it unite our country. For example, the national flag was the symbol which the people of India during the freedom struggle who fought for our India, who they made this symbol, the national flag, as the symbol for fighting against the British rule. Okay, so there are various, it is also a source of strength. That means the unity, or we can say unity we call, when we come together or when we unite, it gives us strength, because unity is also unity only there is a strength. Okay, this is what we can find or we can see everywhere. When the people come together, they work together, they face everything together. Okay, so if you talk about India, when we need anything, when we are need, people of India come together and help each other. They face anything, whether it is in the during the natural disaster, whether it is during the war. The people of India come together to face everything which come on the way. Okay, so this is what he says, that this is why the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru says that unity is not that we can impose from outside. It is something deeper. Okay, so the chapter is already completed. I think you must go through this chapter once more and do all the question answers which is given in your book. Thank you.